Hey guys, welcome to FLOG. We got Scav here and Nate. What we have here is our new Work Demon Series bumper.
So, we're going to start by pulling the old bumper off, and on the Chevy GMC, most of the later models, you start by popping the hood, pulling the grill out. That allows you access to this. So, the tools we're going to use one of those clip pullers. We're going to use a 10 mil socket. We're going to use a 15 and an 18 mil socket to get the bumper off. So to take the grill out, you pull these 4 bolts off the top. They're 10 mil bolt. Triple this up because it has a clip that it falls onto. Once you get that up like that, grab it right here. It feels like you're breaking it, but that's how it comes off. It's actually not broken.
Next, there's 4 18mm bolts holding the bumper on. But in order to access them, we had to pull the grill off.
So on the back side, underneath here, there's 2 of these. You got to pull those off. It's a brace on the back side of the bumper. So take these 4 out, pull these off. It's ready to come off. So the next step is to pull these off. That's the last component that comes off before the FLOG bumper goes on. So to put the FLOG bumper on, we're going to reuse these 4 15 mil bolts in these 4 locations. We have a new bolt that goes right here. These ones are reused.
So make sure you pull your tow hooks off because we're going to reuse some of the mounting locations for the FLOG bumper.
The other thing you'll want to reuse is the wiring harness inside the factory bumper. I've already pulled that out of the one here, but you'll install that harness into the FLOG bumper if you have sensors. We'll start by installing the sensors into the bumper because it's easier to do that while the bumper's off the truck. But I wanted to point this out. I do it to where the overhanging lip is on the top of the sensor. And the reason for that is it aims the sensor up barely. A lot of times, if it's aimed down, you'll pick up all sorts of stuff and your sensors won't work correctly. Just stuff those in those holes. They should just pop right in like that. And we come to the back side, we take our harness, get it laid out on the Chevy GMC of this year model, which is the 14 through 19. This is always on the passenger side of the harness, the clip, pigtail. Just pop those in there. All right, my next step is to take these and secure that harness. If you have a clean surface, these grip really well.
So to start the install, we'll use the included mounting bracket that the bumper mounts to on the truck. So we reuse the factory tow hook mounting locations, the 1/2-inch bolt on both sides.
So I just got the lights installed, and I'll bring you around back here and show you what I did. Buttoned everything in. I used the sticky pads to tie everything up good so nothing's hanging down. We're good to set this bumper on the truck, plug this in, and we should be good to go. So I barely put the lug nuts on, and I noticed a gap right here. So we're going to show you the fix for that. We send out some shims. We'll put a shim on the top lug nut. Our last step is to put these lug nut covers on. We've got the tow hooks installed. This is a 33 mil lug nut cover available at any big truck stop or supply house that sells big truck stuff. So there's literally hundreds of options you can do here. So regardless of the model of the truck that you're installing this bumper on, all the steps are really similar. You're going to want to put the bumper together before it goes on the truck. The bracket, regardless of the shape and design, is pretty much the exact same steps to install the bracket. So if you're installing on a Ford, just convert that information to what the Ford bracket looks like and you should be set.